I see the beauty in these women, and I see the potential. And I'm always like, what happens if they don't come back? What if we lose them while they're out there? You know, and so I'm always a little scared. So what's it like seeing Barbara again?
But she looks so good and healthy. She looks happy. I want that look back, you know? I was clean 11 months and I felt good.
You were doing really good.
I just threw it all away.
Well, no, you didn't throw it all away because you can always come back. You got to walk back through the door. Like if you're in jail and you detox, make it to our program first. Just like get yourself down there, call us from jail, we'll come and get you. You know, if you get a little bit of clean time, man, you gotta get someplace safe.
You have a safe work schedule?
I think so.
So do you know where we're at?
Yeah,
we're buying that building.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's a good
A
place.
prostitute-owned and run building.
It's
You
good
gotta
though.
come over. Yeah, you gotta come and be with us.
I will.
Yeah,
Can I come tomorrow?
absolutely.
Yes.
You just don't seem like you should be out here anymore. You know,
I
really.
hate it. It's like, how could I come back to this, you know?
Yeah, you shouldn't be down
I
here.
know. But
Okay.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, sweetie.
Okay,
You
thank
take care.
you. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
okay?
Teresa.
I know.
My name is Norma Hotaling. Hi, I'm Norma. I'm a former prostitute and a 21-year heroin addict. I founded SAGE to improve the lives of women and girls who have experienced violence and exploitation, or those who are involved in the sex industry. It's very simple, our mission. Whatever we can do just to help them get better.
What's going on?
Women that come for services get health care, testing for HIV and STD, acupuncture, massage, talk therapy, vocational training, and job placement. And the most important part of the program is the peer education program, where women come in here and they see other women that have been exactly where they are. They can't say to us, "You don't understand." They can't get away with that one because there's somebody on my staff that has experienced exactly what they are going through.
So my name is Sid, and I'm a staff member with SAGE. I was a client here for the last year, actually, and I've been working about 2 months here. So I did the groups on a daily basis for 10 months. I've survived 30 years of heroin addiction and prostitution, you know, and so I still pray every day, you know, for the strength to just get through another 24 hours.
I staggered in these doors, and I know Sydney remembers, I staggered in these doors at hungry, homeless, living at the sanctuary around the corner, just in tears going, I just want to get off the streets.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that.
Prostitution was easy because that's all any man ever approached me for anyway was, take your clothes off. It's time to fuck, take your clothes off. So I figured that's all I had going for me was take your clothes off, get butt naked, get paid, and then feel like shit and go get high. So when I came here, they let me know that I had some worth, that I could shine, that I was worth more than being naked, that I had something I could give to other people, even when they came through the door, that were broken, that were hurting, that were sick, that were feeling like a piece of shit, that I could give them something too of what I had gotten from coming here. I love this place.
Oh, you should be so proud of yourself. I am proud. Yeah. Sid, come here and tell Francine Congratulations. Okay, Sid.
Your name's on
Happy 1 year out of prison. I have 22 people on my staff here, and 18 are former prostitutes. Of the 18, most of them have spent most of their adult lives in the criminal justice system.
My name is Agnes Mercurio. I was a heroin addict for 27 years, and I earned my money for my addiction through prostitution and pornography. And today I am the coordinator of the First Offenders Prostitution Program in San Francisco.
My name is Autumn Burris, and I was a 20-year addict, and I have been involved in street prostitution. Today I'm the administrative director for the SAGE project.
My name is Christine Duran. I've come from a life of destruction, prison, and today I'm the director of services for SAGE project.
My name is Sandra Domain. I am a 28-year heroin user, and now I am the Star Center coordinator for the SAGE project, and I love it.
If you ask people about prostitution, they would say, oh, it's a victimless crime. Nobody gets hurt. It's consenting adults. Or it's a job and it's glamorous. My life wasn't reflected in that. I was a victim of a whole life experience of child prostitution, molestation. I was exploited as a child prostitute at ages 5, 6, and 7. I was never treated as a victim. I was always treated as either an object or a perpetrator. I was at a point in my life with my addiction and being on the street that all I wanted to do was die. So I got into a car with 3 guys and let them drive me miles and miles out of San Francisco and up to this cemetery. It sounded like a perfect scenario to be killed. And that's what started to happen. They started to rape me. And one guy is trying to separate my legs, and I'm punching out 2 other guys. And somehow I managed to fight them off. And I felt, it was like, all right, you know, some of the anger, some of the rage got dissipated in that fight. And it was the first time I'd felt like that in a really long time. When I got off of the street, when I recovered, that rage was still there, that anger was still there. And I've redirected that. I've redirected it to build SAGE. You want to talk about what the week has been like for you?
I don't know, the whole week I've been feeling like I'm okay, but I'm really not, and I know this. I'm praying that I can get a 30-day kick into program so that way I don't have to touch the streets, so I can just go straight into program, because I just don't want to take that type of chance, because I don't know if I'm strong enough, and that's scary for me, because I really, heart and soul, I do want to program. It's not that easy though, especially being an addict. It's not that, you know what I mean? You hit the fresh air and you're like, whoa, you know what I'm saying?
I said to you last week, I said, Aisha, you have to start where you are. And that's where your work is going to be, because you're going to start being honest. And what I see today is that you've gone a little bit deeper in being honest. But you're reaching a new level of fear, of pain, a new understanding of, you know, what it was like not to have a father and how that's made you vulnerable with abusive men, with perpetrators, with predators.
I don't know my dad. I miss my dad. I remember him, but I miss him, you know? And maybe that's why I look for love from men so much. Mm-hmm. And it ain't no joke out there, you know? It's just no joke. And I almost did get killed. And this man did tie me up and all this. And I'm going to, you know what I mean? I'm going through a lot right now with that.
This is what recovery is. It's like when you scratch and claw your way out of the life that you've been living. And that's what it takes. It takes fighting for your life. And that's what you're doing right now. You're really, really fighting for Aisha right now. And this is a big change from last week. The women that I work with in jail, you know, they're just so special to me because I'm pretty amazed at what the women are willing to do in order to survive, in order not to die.
Hi, Tracy. You're next.
Tracy was in my jail crew.
Tracy, it's ready.
I saw her struggle. I saw her work so hard.
Swimming pools, judges on everything.
You know, I'm getting older. It's weird. Think about how old I am now compared to when I first got here. And all the time I've spent being strung out on drugs, and I don't want that for myself anymore. I mean, I know that the dope is no good for me. But I'm just like thinking about what am I gonna do? You know? What am I gonna do? I don't know.
Are we here, Tracy?
So did I already tell you that you feel free to meet with another counselor in the week that I'm on vacation?
Yeah, you told me that.
So let's start out with something that has to do with your substance abuse recovery.
Okay.
So is there some reason, are you going to be here for relapse prevention on Mondays?
Yeah, because I'm already going to be working on it while you're gone.
So I think one of your first goals would have to do with completing relapse prevention.
Okay.
Sage gave me a safe place to get my life together. I just bonded with Norma right away. You know, I really was inspired by the fact that she told me that she had been homeless and that she had been a prostitute and she had overcame this because, you know, there are very few women that survive that whole experience.
You're just starting to get your life back.
The gift that Norma gave me was that she gave me hope that I could live a different life. You know, I've always had a flair for business, so I wanted to, you know, to go back to and get my degree in business administration. It's something that I'm doing for myself that, you know will also further my position in life. My job has really been a blessing because, you know, I left my last abusive relationship in 1997 and in July, and when I left with nothing but the clothes that I had on my back, and I walked out, and I haven't looked back since. Let me take you on a walk. Come on. Let me take you on a walk into my past. So this is take your pick. This is the one alley I used to live in, or the other alley that I used to live in. And over, you can barely see the edge of the Larkin Youth Center. So people that are interested primarily in picking up young prostitutes, whether it's girls or boys, come to this area. Young, vulnerable prostitutes that are homeless. First, I thought I was prostituting to buy the drugs, and then I realized I had to be on drugs to go prostitute. Well, here it is. This is my spot. You know, sometimes, and then it was nice because in the afternoon the sun would come down, so I'd be all nodded off on heroin, and I could sit right here. And sometimes the dates used to come and shake me and wake me up, because, you know, I was so sexually enticing, passed out on the sidewalk, that they just absolutely had to have me and would come and shake me and wake me up.
It's the Johns who are really the root cause of the problem. They provide the money, they provide the customers to keep it going. It's their cars patrolling up and down the streets. So we go after them. We let them know that it's going to cost them money and educate them, give them one chance, and the second time they're in trouble.
We teamed up with the district attorney's office and the police to create the John School. The men pay a fine, and that fine is then funneled back into services for women and girls.
First, I want to say wake up, because I see a lot of you guys in here sleep, and you wasn't asleep when you were driving around the corners trying to pick up a prostitute. You were very alert. So you need to be alert right now while somebody's up here trying to save your life.
I can tell you situations of some of these hotels in the Tenderloin where the girl has a signal, and as soon as she gets into the room, she hollers out the window and men come and rush into the room. And you're either going to leave all your money and your credit cards or you're not going to leave. See, but those environments, they're set up. You're in our world. You're in our environment. You know, I have duct taped and pistol whipped and robbed people and left them to die, really. I mean, because you get to a point where you get tired. You get tired of being abused and you want to be the abuser.
I was waiting for one of you to take me out somewhere and act a little crazy, or ask me to do something I didn't want to do, or push my head a little bit harder down on your dick, and I was going to kill your ass. And I had a plan, and I had weapons, and I had a deep desire to do that because I was so full of rage.
I started being molested at 3 years old. So it might have happened to some of you guys. Some of you guys might have been molested out there and abused. But I challenge you today to take a chance. Step on the other side of the street. Try something different. Get to know yourself so you can find out what triggers you and what make you go out and do this. Get well. Learn to be honest. And it's so important that you give yourself a chance. Your children or your wives might not know what you're doing, but you know it. So give yourself a chance to do something different and be somebody different. It will change your whole relationship at home. It will change your whole relationship with your family and with your children. It will make you a better person like we are today. Today I am somebody. Today I am the bomb, and nobody can take it away from me. So I don't want your money, and you couldn't give me your money. And I don't care how much you had, because I'm somebody today. And I love myself today. And that's what's so important, that you get to learn to love yourself. Thank you.
I probably was a trick 1,000 times. When I came to this program, as a participant, I was very nervous. I expected to be judged pretty harshly by the people giving the presentations, and I didn't really know what to expect. And the thing that struck me after the program was over was the amount of compassion and caring that came from the people. It was obvious that they cared not only for the prostitutes who they were helping to get out of prostitution, but they cared about the Johns as well. I mean, they wanted us to be whole again.
We've been in the process of replicating our program all throughout the world. Parts of our program replicate very well. The part that hasn't translated well is the peer education model. Most places replicate the John School. They